Imagine wandering down a shadowy lane on a misty autumn night, gas lamps casting a golden glow on the damp cobblestone streets. The air is thick with fog, and the trees cast long shadows in the moonlight. This isn't just a figment of imagination. It's the world of John Atkinson Grimshaw, an artist who captured the haunting beauty of the night like no one before or since. Tonight, we're not just exploring the work of an artist but stepping into an entire era, feeling the way he made the night alive with mystery and enchantment. Early life and the birth of a dream. Born in 1836 in Leeds, England, John Atkinson Grimshaw came into the world at a time when Britain was in the throes of the Industrial Revolution. Leeds was a growing industrial hub, with factories, coal mines, and railways shaping the landscape. For a young boy, this was a world that held both wonder and hardship. Grimshaw's family was neither wealthy nor influential, and his early years were spent in humble surroundings. Initially, Grimshaw took on a job with the Great Northern Railway, following a practical path that offered stability but little room for imagination. However, he harbored a hidden passion for art, a passion that grew stronger over time. At the age of 24, Grimshaw made a daring decision. With no formal training and no assurances, he quit his job to pursue painting. It was an extraordinary leap, one that few would have risked, but Grimshaw believed in his vision. During his early years, Grimshaw focused on still life, painstakingly capturing the delicate details of flowers, stones, and leaves. He immersed himself in the study of nature's tiny details, paying attention to the texture of petals, the play of light on dew-covered grass, and the intricate patterns on feathers. His approach was one of deep observation, learning not from a formal institution but from the world around him. His dedication was relentless, and soon he would venture beyond small still-life works. From landscapes to the mysteries of light. In the years that followed, Grimshaw expanded his artistic focus, moving from still life to landscapes and domestic scenes. He created evocative images of everyday life, painting humble cottages, quiet roads, and the rich colors of England's natural surroundings. It was here that Grimshaw's fascination with light and shadow began to emerge. He was captivated by the way sunlight filtered through trees or cast shadows on a country house, how a single light source could transform a scene from mundane to magical. One of his early landscape paintings, a forest scene with moss-covered boulders painted in 1863, hints at his future style. In it, we see an early attempt to capture mood and atmosphere, a focus on earthy tones, and a distinct play between light and shadow. He was improving rapidly, developing a visual language that would become his signature. Grimshaw's move to the night scene and the influence of photography. In the 1870s, Grimshaw's art took a transformative turn. With years of practice behind him, he felt ready to tackle the subjects that intrigued him most. He turned his focus to the night, an unconventional choice at the time. Most artists of the Victorian era painted daylight scenes, capturing the beauty of landscapes under sunlight. But Grimshaw saw beauty in the night, a realm of shadows, of quiet streets, and of moonlight filtering through bare branches. The invention of photography had a profound influence on Grimshaw. At a time when many traditional artists feared that photography would make painting obsolete, Grimshaw saw it as an ally. Photographs allowed him to capture exact details and precise perspectives that he could then alter in his paintings. For Grimshaw, photography was a new way to enhance his art rather than a threat. His night scenes from this period are characterized by an almost photographic precision, combined with an ethereal quality that transcends realism. Grimshaw wasn't just painting what he saw, he was crafting an atmosphere, a feeling. Even in his most realistic scenes, there's a sense of something almost magical, a quality that draws the viewer in and holds them in a world of mist and mystery. The beauty of moonlight and gaslit streets. Grimshaw's paintings of moonlit streets and gaslit dockyards became some of his most celebrated works. He brought to life the haunting glow of gas lamps, which had become widespread in Victorian England. The orange and yellow tones of the lamps, reflecting on rain-soaked cobblestones and casting eerie shadows, were central to his art. One of his iconic pieces, Blackman Street, London, 1885, captures this effect beautifully. It's a vision of nocturnal London, where every shadow tells a story and every glimmer of light has a purpose. Grimshaw's paintings evoke an intense sense of place. You can almost feel the cool night air, hear the quiet sounds of distant footsteps, and sense the solitude of the figures in the shadows. His scenes are empty but not desolate, silent yet filled with an unspoken narrative. He captured an ambience of Victorian Britain that few other artists could replicate. A love for autumn and the solitary lane. Beyond the night, Grimshaw was also drawn to the beauty of autumn, a season he depicted with a distinct, almost nostalgic, touch. His autumnal paintings are filled with rich, earthy tones, and solitary lanes covered in fallen leaves. In these works, Grimshaw captures the essence of autumn, not just as a season, but as a feeling of melancholy and introspection. His 1889 painting, October Gold, stands as one of his masterpieces in this theme. Here, he paints the world in hues of gold and brown, capturing a peaceful, reflective moment in time. His love for autumn scene speaks to his fascination with the passage of time and the beauty of decay. Each painting seems to invite viewers to step into this tranquil world, to feel the crisp air, and to reflect on the quiet beauty of nature as it prepares for winter. Water often plays a role in Grimshaw's art, as well, whether in the form of rivers, puddles, or rain-soaked streets. He used water to enhance the sense of atmosphere, reflecting light in ways that made his scenes feel almost tangible. His use of water was more than a technical choice. It was a way to deepen the immersive quality of his art. Influences and the unique Grimshaw style. Grimshaw's work was influenced by several major artistic movements and figures of his time. The Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, with their focus on detail and vibrant color, inspired Grimshaw's meticulous approach. Additionally, he was influenced by James Whistler, an American painter based in London known for his experiments with color and light. While Grimshaw incorporated elements of both influences, he forged his own path. His art is sometimes described as a blend of industrial realism and idealism. His works reflect the grime and grittiness of Victorian industrial life, yet he renders these places with a romanticized, almost otherworldly beauty. His scenes of Liverpool and Glasgow are perfect examples, transforming these industrial cities into something enchanting and dreamlike. Grimshaw wasn't without his challenges. One of his admitted weaknesses was his difficulty with painting people. Unlike his skill with landscapes, when it came to human figures, Grimshaw struggled to capture natural poses and expressions. His figures sometimes appear stiff and awkward, a fact that he acknowledged. Instead of dwelling on this limitation, he turned it into an artistic choice, often painting solitary figures with their backs to the viewer, adding to the mystery and solitude of his scenes. After his death in 1893, Grimshaw's work faded from public view. The 20th century saw a shift in artistic tastes, and Grimshaw's Victorian sensibility fell out of favor. But in recent years, his art has experienced a revival. Critics and art lovers alike have begun to appreciate his mastery of light, his atmospheric touch, and his unique ability to capture the essence of the Victorian night. Today, he is celebrated as one of the finest painters of his generation, his work standing as a testament to the power of mood and atmosphere in art. John Atkinson Grimshaw was more than an artist. He was a storyteller who painted with shadows and light. His works invite us to pause, to wander down lonely lanes, and to experience the world bathed in moonlight. He captured the spirit of Victorian Britain with a depth of emotion that resonates even today. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the hauntingly beautiful world of John Atkinson Grimshaw. If you enjoyed this exploration, please like, share, and subscribe. And tell us in the comments, what do you think of Grimshaw's moonlit vision of the world?